Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, this is my post-fight review to Vasyl Lomachenko against Teofimo Lopez, and we have a new lightweight king. We have a new lightweight champion of the world. I mean, well, Teofimo Lopez did obviously hold the IBF title, but the universally recognized lightweight champion Teofimo Lopez won a decision over Vasyl Lomachenko last night at the MGM Grand Bubble in Las Vegas. And wow, man, it was, out of all the outcomes that I've seen predictions, and there are predictions flying everywhere from just about everybody, the one prediction that really wasn't on people's minds was Teofimo Lopez to win this on points. And do you know what? It was a fascinating fight. It was, you know, just intriguing the whole way, like I said it was going to be. And it was really edge of the seat stuff. Now, I'm not saying it was like a Corrales, Castillo or anything like that, but it was a fascinating fight to watch because in the early rounds, I mean, like Vasyl Lomachenko, he didn't really throw anything. Like, he didn't throw hard. In the first round, I don't think he threw anything. He literally just sized his opponent up. And then on the next few rounds, like second, third, fourth, fifth, Vasyl Lomachenko wasn't really stepping on the pace. He wasn't really doing a lot at all. He was just throwing these rounds away. And my brother was watching the fight as well, and he was telling me that, you know, like maybe he's looking to take Teofimo Lopez late and drown him. And that is something that Lomachenko said in the build-up. He said that he was going to take Teofimo Lopez to the later rounds, and he really wants to drown him. He really wants to take him into deep waters, somewhere that he's never been before. So a lot of us, and I saw people on Twitter saying it as well, a lot of people were just thinking maybe this is part of the game plan. You know, he's just trying to take him late. But when it started getting to rounds 4, 5, 6, and Lomachenko's still not throwing a lot, he's still not applying that much pressure, he's still kind of just giving these rounds away, it then started to become concerning. I was just thinking, hold on, he can't just be throwing these rounds away like this. Like, nobody would go in there and just throw away 5, 6 rounds like that. And you just don't do that, because it could backfire horribly, and that is pretty much what happened in this fight. Lomachenko didn't do too much, and Teofimo Lopez, in the meantime, he was being busy, he was snapping out his jab, and I think that Lomachenko felt the power early. I think he felt the power early on, and this might have halted him in his tracks a little bit. Maybe he didn't want to open up too much because of the size of Teofimo Lopez. You know, he's very big. He managed to rehydrate after the weigh-in, and he's a big lightweight, you know, very compact. Like I said, he's quick, he throws strong punches, and, you know, he's a young bull, like I said. And maybe this was kind of wearing on Lomachenko a bit, because he had a bit of bruising around the eye. And as we started to move into the second half of the fight, Lomachenko did turn it up a bit more, particularly in round 7, 8, 9, 10. He was really like putting his foot on the gas. We started to see some of the flashes of brilliance that Lomachenko does. But for me, it just wasn't often enough. I mean, I don't think he was doing it often enough to make the young man not confident. I think that he wasn't doing it consistently. And you have to kind of put it down to what Teofimo Lopez was doing. You know, we can't just say Lomachenko didn't do enough and he wasn't, he chose not to be busy, and he let the rounds go. So Teofimo Lopez was obviously doing something in that fight to stop him in his tracks from pushing forward. So a very good win for him, man. And like I said, a points victory was not on the radar for us. Like, we didn't really think that Teofimo Lopez would win on points. It was either going to be him win by knockout or Lomachenko win on points, or maybe even a late stoppage for Lomachenko. But as the rounds wore on, as we got into the deep waters, we did see Lomachenko turn the screw a little bit, but Teofimo Lopez hung in there. You know, he didn't show signs of wilt. He was hanging in there. He was taking some punches. He suffered some bruising himself. So Lomachenko did turn it up a bit, but I just think it was too little too late for him. And as we got into the 12th round, Lomachenko won the majority of the later rounds, yes, but I think that Teofimo Lopez took the 12th. And with him taking the 12th and winning pretty much all of the early rounds, that pretty much solidified the win for Teofimo Lopez, man. And I had it, I mean, I didn't keep a running scorecard, but for me, 7 rounds to 5 sounded about right. Maybe even 8 rounds to 4 sounded right. And that's just my opinion. I'm going to have to watch the fight again so I can keep an actual scorecard. But I remember I was just watching it, and I just thought, you know what? I don't even want to score this. I just want to enjoy it. And that's pretty much how I saw it. So I'm going to watch it again, score it again, and let you guys know what the scorecard is. But in my mind, I had it kind of like a 7 rounds to 5, maybe 8 to 4 for Teofimo Lopez. But I know some people had it a draw. Andre Ward, who was doing the commentary for ESPN, he had it a draw. Some of the people on Twitter had it a draw. I didn't. I had Teofimo Lopez winning. And I didn't hear any screams of anything like a robbery or anything, but because there were other people out there that picked Teofimo Lopez to win as well. But I just think Lomachenko threw it away, particularly in the early rounds. He didn't do enough. He didn't start with any authority. He literally was on the back foot, didn't do hardly anything, and he just gave them rounds away. And like at the end of the day, when you go to a 12-round decision, I mean, those points add up in the bank, and Teofimo Lopez managed to secure them early on. So a great win for him. He said he was going to do it. Like I said in my preview videos and my podcast that I was speaking about this fight, Teofimo Lopez, he ran towards this smoke. He really wanted this fight, and he saw something in Lomachenko that he felt he could exploit. He was very confident. I hadn't seen an opponent go in there as a professional with Lomachenko this confident before, and this certain he was going to back up what he was saying. And his dad as well, you know, Teofimo Lopez's dad was very confident. So yeah, it's a great win for him. Where does Teofimo Lopez go from here? Well, the lightweight division right now is stacked. And you know what? I think, now hear me out on this one, but I think that this draws parallels to when Fury defeated Vladimir Klitschko. And the reason why I say that is because when Fury defeated Klitschko, Klitschko was kind of like the guy who was ruling the division at heavyweight. He was reigning for a long time. He was like almost untouchable, so to speak. I mean, he had it all his own way. And then when Fury kind of got in there and defeated him, it really upset the apple cart. And then it kind of opened up the floor for all the other young heavyweights to fight and take over. And this is kind of how I'm seeing it at lightweight with Lomachenko losing. Now, he didn't reign in the division for a long time, but he was the champion. He was looked at as the guy. And then Teofimo Lopez was one of the young stars coming up. And with him defeating Lomachenko now, it opens up the floor for the rest of the lightweight contenders to come in. Now we've got Ryan Garcia. Now we've got Devin Haney. Now we've got Gervonta Davis if he moves back up from super feather. There's loads of fighters like that. Luke Campbell, Richard Comey. The lightweight division is just sprung to, well, not sprung to life, because Loma was, you know, he did add a lot to the division as well. I don't want to be disrespectful on him, but I just feel like with these young bucks now, it kind of feels like the floor has been opened up. And there's no rematch clause in this fight. I mean, that was pretty much established from the beginning that there was going to be no rematch clause. So Teofimo Lopez does not have to fight Lomachenko right now. He wants to do other things. He wants to fight Devin Haney. He called him out plenty of times in the post-fight press conference. He wants to go up and fight Josh Taylor, or the winner of that fight in the undisputed fight, so he could become like a two-weight world champion. So he's got his sights set on something else. But what should Lomachenko do? I mean, should Lomachenko move back down a weight? Should he stay at lightweight and try and solidify his status up there? Plenty of questions, man. Plenty of questions that need answering. And we're going to find out some more over the next upcoming days, I'm sure. I haven't caught up on all the interviews yet after the fight, so maybe I'll get more of a clear idea now. But in the meantime, man, I just want to get your thoughts on it. Like I said, I'm very, that was just a fantastic fight to watch, man. And I want to hear your thoughts on it. So let me know what you think. What would you like to see next for both men? And drop your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm going to be speaking about this more on my podcast that I've got coming up this week. And anything that you guys want to talk about, just drop them in the comments and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next video.